Mentally, I am here while Twitter is in the Lulu. Alright chat, so we are talking about some juicy cheesemate today. A lot of drama, chat. What's the drama? What's the tea today? Well, the Kuai, Liang and Bihan and Hanzo Hasashi, Scorpion, like that whole drama, right? That topic in the community has been very big since the release of Mortal Kombat 1. It is also a topic I am very passionate about, and it is something that is pretty hard to ignore in the grand scheme of things with MK1 and the changes they made and the decisions that they have come to give us this version of Scorpion and this version of Bihan and Hanzo as well for that matter. But when rewatching this, I cannot help but think about the fact that Tomas and Kuai both have the original Lin Kuei outfits that they have on in the story mode, while Bihan even has a different look here, albeit it is the basis of the original design with things added to it, but he is visually different, very visually different. It also isn't only like a cloak. I think someone tried to tell me it was only a cloak, but I mean, look at the pants. Like, I forget what the actual name is for like these traditional garments. My apologies. But it is different. It is different than Kuai, Liang and Smokes. So why? When even Bihan himself has a different design, Dominic, I hate you. That's what I put, and then as well as being followed up by this, which is why is Hanzo wearing blue when the Shiraiyu foot soldiers directly behind him have yellow? We're really getting Tundra Hanzo, huh? So these are the two things I'd said after watching that tower ending, and I just wanted to make a full video talking about my opinions on these things. So many people are just not understanding, I think, what I'm trying to say here, or just don't even look at it and see why this is an issue. And I do think it is one, and I do want to talk about this, of course. Because it really just feels that they just don't even care about their own characters, and maybe that's the case, and at the end of the day that's all it is, but let's continue. Right off the bat, why this is a huge issue to me is quite obvious in my head. I don't know why other people wouldn't think this, but why is Smoke and Scorpion wearing the traditional Lin Kuei garments, especially after they have completely, given up on the clan? Obviously, in this tower ending, which I'll pull this up even. Where is it? It's over here. Right here, okay? So, this nice guy decided to say, it's like you look at the pictures but didn't pay attention because you're stupid. Bro just wanted to be a dick. He doesn't have any charitable argument here, didn't even back himself up. But here, I immediately clock him and say how, even if he wants to restore honor to the Lin Kuei, which is exactly what he says in that ending on this screen, chat. He says he will not stop until the Lin Kuei's honor is restored, right? But doesn't this happen in your story, Dominic? Isn't this like his arc? Like the arc had already kind of started, right? I was under the impression of that anyway.
You are my grandmaster no longer. What are you doing? Once he's
So what does he do there? What does he do? You are no longer my grandmaster. Okay, so he rejects Bihan entirely. It goes against everything in his soul. I thought that was pretty much his arc in the story. And then what does he do on top of that? Oh, he takes off the Lin Kuei badge and then he puts it in Bihan's clothes. Gives it back to him. I don't want this Lin Kuei shit, especially not your Lin Kuei. Like, you go against everything that I believe the Lin Kuei stands for. Okay, good to know, good to know. Why did you not pull up with new drip right here? You clearly didn't care enough. You even have the badge on in this art. And I know people are saying, like, I think someone said that Dominic doesn't do the art. Do you think I don't know this? He writes the story though. Like, they obviously don't care about their characters. And this is a completely separate topic, but on the same topic, or same, like, idea of this, why, like, Sonika XD, huge shout out to Sonika, great content creator, he shows in his new video that Kenshi has Sento in earlier parts in the story than he's supposed to. Is that not his entire arc that he gets Sento? Is that not his entire arc? How are they not consistent for their characters? It's like they don't even give a fuck. They don't care at all. They don't care. And sure, maybe someone who made it before Kuai's arc was fully done or something. But I'm sorry, then why didn't they change it, if that's your genuine code? Bihan went back, it was like, I'm about to make the Lin Kuei the best they can be. He goes on, gets new drip, comes out looking like a badass. And Kuai and Smoke are wearing his thing, they're bitched, he owns them, right? And then he has the Lin Kuei badge on. Oh my god. Okay. Well, let's go through, let's just go to this topic, and then we'll go through some comments. Well, let's go through this topic. So I say, why is Hanzo wearing blue when the Shiraiyu foot soldiers directly behind him have yellow? We're really getting Tundra Hanzo, huh? But I don't understand how, even looking at this on face value, that this isn't an issue. They already stripped Hanzo's entire identity, like, from him. Okay, hold up. side tangent, I want to make it very clear. I am the biggest MK1 dick rider of all fucking time. Like I'm slobbing on it. I'm slobbing on MK1. Like I love it. Go look at the Bihan video. Go look at the Garrus video. I take writing by the same motherfucker and try and elevate these characters in my head through headcanon and other shit like that, of course. But still, I even Kuai. I love Kuai Liang in this game. I do not look at him as the old Kuai Liang. I definitely do not look at him as Hanzo Hasashi or Scorpion, but he is a different character, like his own thing. And I love him, and I do like him. But he isn't this. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think that people are kind of getting this weird thing that I hate the story or something. I hate Dominic's decisions. I think he ruined Mortal Kombat. I do agree with that. And I think I can enjoy certain things without hating the entirety of it. I was very optimistic, and I still am, about everything pretty much in this era, but like it doesn't change what they've taken from us, what they are doing in the now. It is like, what could happen in the future? Sure, you know what I mean? I'm going to be there for it regardless. But this is in the now. This isn't Hanzo Hasashi. This isn't Scorpion. This is supposed to be Hanzo. He's wearing blue. He's young, and it's. Anyway, let's continue, chat. Why are people so against Hanzo becoming Sub-Zero? It's pretty ironic if you ask me, because Hanzo has already hated Sub-Zero until MKX. This is literally, you've been duped. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and this is no hate to like this person or anything. Obviously, it's just like, for the sake of this video, you have been duped, like, into what they wanted you to do. Like, the wow factor of him just changing it just from Kuai to Scorpion. Like, even obviously, I think he's cool. I like the character. I'm never gonna not say that, but I can still acknowledge what they have done with the story, what they have taken from us, what they have ruined, what they have completely just shit on with this decision. Like, why would it be cool? Because he has hated Hanzo, and Hanzo has hated him or whatever, regardless, in the past. He doesn't know this motherfucker. Bihan has no connection to this kid. None. And the only connection he would have here is he would be mad that he has the ice powers and be like, I'm the one that should have the ice powers, not you, bum. But why does that matter? Yes, it is very Bihan, maybe MK1 Bihan, because he doesn't really have a moral fucking compass that's very consistent and very apparent for everyone to see. But it doesn't make any sense, and it's just for the sake of, like, for why? The ninjas are dressed in blue with a yellow belt around their waist. Hanzo is dressed in black with a simple blue sash. He may be inferior to his colleagues. There's been several people who have said something like this, which obviously, if it is in the order of color, like their status, their strengths, their skill, of course, then cool that they did that. But why does Dominic, or whoever decided to do this, value that over him wearing yellow? He's Hanzo Hasashi. Why do they value that over that? And even if that is the case, chat, does everyone forget? Like, I don't understand how many people, like, they just don't. Did people not play this game? And I understand if you skipped MK1 completely, but you cannot be defending something and not have played the game, chat. Like, it's just not a thing. I'd imagine that Kuai intentionally is set up to where the blue color is the lowest rank. No bad thing against this person, Theo, you know, shout to them, obviously. But even this here, right? I said, isn't he the first initiate though? Like, as in, like, he is the first initiate, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying he is the first. Why would he be the weakest? Why would he be the weakest? Because he's young, maybe. But that's just like, why did you even have him be the first one then? Just for like the, oh my god, shock value, haha, Hanzo's the first, is this right, you? Who cares? Who gives a fuck? It's not Hanzo Hasashi. I don't care. I don't. And there is like a theory I have, or like something that could make this better in my head maybe, if Hanzo dying in the MK11 timeline is why he's like completely new in this timeline, like a rebirth. Like Liu Kang's hourglass couldn't do something with him. But that is definitely not what Dominic is thinking right now. And me saying it into existence is probably bad because he's gonna catch that layup, you know what I mean? He's gonna get that rebound. He's going to try and dunk now with this idea I just said. Not actually, but you get what I'm saying. It could be better if they actually wrote it this way, but me saying it this way is me just making shit up to make their writing better. They obviously are just doing this for fucking shock value and think it's good, but it's not. We do not have Hanzo Hasashi. He's not in this game. And he is the first initiate. Why would he be the weakest one? I used my own video for this because I made a video on it. But right here, after participating in the Battle of Armageddon, Kuai and Tomas set out to create the Shiryu. Grandmaster Kuai Liang searching for initiates. Oh, what happens here? Tough process. But eventually, Smoke found somebody he knew Kuai would appreciate. And with that, they welcomed their first initiate. Their first initiate is Hanzo Hasashi. If he was the weakest member, you know, go for it. Like, that's fine. If that's the case, then I guess so. But it doesn't even make sense for what they're trying to do. It doesn't make it any better either, if that's what they're trying to do. It doesn't change anything. They've already stripped him from his identity of being Scorpion and made that Kuai Liang. And so, like, again, this could have been so different if it was Bihan, and then Hanzo Hasashi was the brother, and then they had a third brother, and it was Kuai Liang. Why didn't they just do that? Like, why didn't they just do that? Oh my god. I did quote this saying, y'all will defend anything, regardless of if you enjoy MK1 Kuai or not. Like, you know, I enjoy him, that's why I preface this. How could you see this change and be like, oh, the kid in blue, yeah, that's Hanzo. Be so fucking for real right now, as if he isn't wearing the color his rival has always worn in the past while Scorpion is there. This is Hanzo. In the same screenshot here, you don't see it in the screenshot, but there is quote-unquote Scorpion wearing yellow, right? And then you have Bihan, who is Sub-Zero, and then the Hanzo character in that equation, you know, the Hanzo Hasashi that we've known for 30 years is the one wearing blue. He's also the one that's a kid, just so you guys know. But people are okay with that. People are okay with Hanzo being that. People think that that's fine. You know, give him the ice powers, make him the lowest rank, that all makes sense. This is all good. Dominic's masterpiece. I just don't see how people could be okay with this. It doesn't mean you can't not like it. Again, I love MK1 and I love the story and I love the characters. Like, it's just not the same. I can't believe someone who wrote like Lee Mei and Melina's arc also wrote this. And the new era does give them the chance to change things, but it doesn't even feel like they wanted to make good actual changes that have any impact or really give any value to these new characters. Again, if this was Hanzo Hasashi, he is Tundra, he has like a new unique arc and stuff, cool. I'm all for there being a cool character, but that isn't Hanzo. Why did you make it Hanzo? Why didn't you just make Tundra? Why didn't you just make young Kuai Liang? Like, there's no reason to erase your main character from the story. Or not main character, but like your poster boy, right? And we know Harumi is in the story expansion. We know that, or not story expansion, but she's a cameo fighter. She might be in the story expansion, so maybe Hanzo's in the story expansion as the Invasions one. I don't fucking know, but whatever, man, whatever. I'm getting on so many tangents. If he is the weakest of the clan, or he's one of the lower grade members, and that's why he has blue, it just isn't consistent with their writing, not only for Hanzo, like I've already been saying, but for the story that they tried to establish with Smoke's Tower ending. Why would the first initiate, Hanzo Hasashi, that he saw something in him and he thinks Kuai will see something in him? So I would imagine he's going to be like some type of prodigy or be strong as the first initiate. He's also Hanzo Hasashi, reincarnated in this new timeline. But no, how about he's just a bum and we're okay with that? And he also has the potential of having ice powers. Like, I just don't. Here's another thing, like oddball, let me just throw you guys for a run here. Remember in MK11 when Scorpion, though he dies, and then the other Scorpion comes back and they fight him because they don't believe that he's good? Because he's Scorpion, he's wearing yellow, he's Scorpion. Now imagine if he was wearing blue. They'd probably think he was Lin Kuei, right? This is the same writer, this is Dominic, okay? This is the same guy, right? Why would he be wearing blue? If this kid showed up to special, not special forces, but like, I don't know, Outworld Army or something, they're thinking that he's a Lin Kuei ninja. That's what they're gonna think. Why would they give him this blue? That they're gonna think he, like, it doesn't even make any sense, man. This is how can people take this and be like, that's my Hanzo? Again, if they gave him a new thing and shit, like, it's different. But the whole point is that they already took away Scorpion from him. They give him blue. He's on the Shiryu. They don't even have to give him blue. They can give him yellow. They like, what is going on? What is, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Especially this. I think this part is probably the part that's like, that frustrates me a bit more. Is like just this, because it feels like they just don't even care about like any character's arc. Like, none of it is consistent. Like, Kuai doesn't even have the scar in the game, like in his base design, which that doesn't actually mean anything really. But like, in terms of progression of a character and showing progress of a character, that is just as important as their mental progression. I know Kuai Liang has progressed mentally in the story. I know that he had to overcome Bihan. I know that. Like, of course. But that doesn't change that at the end of the story, he's wearing his outfit, and he literally said, you're not my Grandmaster, put the pin in, gave it to him, he has the pin here, he has the clothes here, they didn't change any of that shit, he's not even wearing yellow on this fucking new first initiate guy, he gave him blue, chat. I don't know, and again, I've already said it, but if these people are like stronger than him, because like, I don't know, they're his elders, maybe, cool, but if he was the first initiate, I'd imagine he was here longer, I would imagine, maybe that's how it works when you're the first one, but I don't know. So here's another quote here. I'd figure as they'd use old gear due to the split being somewhat recent, as they haven't had time to create new looks for their clan. This is kind of what I had thought originally, like the fact that Kuai had to flee to Japan and all of this. But this, obviously, that just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Like, if they want to write it that way, they're lazy. I get what you're saying 100%, but I don't think that's, like, it's not good. It doesn't make anything better. Because we know in Smoke's Tower ending that they're fighting the first initiate, which is Hanzo. They have all these new members, right? They're with Harumi, everything. They're all stanced up, about to fight Bihan. He had to get there some way, you know what I mean? He had to prepare. Wasn't he preparing in his tower ending as well? There has been time since the gap. He had time to get a new outfit. If he had time to make outfits for everyone else, why isn't he just wearing the black with the blue then? If he wants to actually pay homage, like this guy, I don't know why this guy said I'm stupid, but if that's what he was saying about the whole, that he's doing this for the Lin Kuei, which is true. Again, right, in that line, he does say that he will not stop until Lin Kuei's honor is restored. But if that's the case, why is he wearing the exact same thing with the fucking pin? He should have just gave everyone this design then, if that's what he wants to do, to show he has the blue from the Lin Kuei that he still believes in, but then he's not accepting or embracing Bihan, or accepting the Lin Kuei, and that he covers it with the black to drown out that blue, with a little bit of it, you know, still there. Even his actual design here, for Kuai, could have just had the pin hanging on like some type of rope or some type of string or something, not on his chest. You are the same character. Did you not, you literally didn't go home, look at this shit and be like, damn, I'm not changing, like, fuck, man, like, I don't know, like, this Lin Kuei shit's kind of goes hard, like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. And even if people want to say, like, oh, that's just what he wears, which Bihan has the exact same design but blue, and has different shoulder pads to simplify, or symbolize that he is the Grand Master. Smoke has a gray one, not yellow. Maybe the yellow is just, oh, it's probably just because he's Scorpion, obviously. But if that's what they want to do, then it's just like, why is he still wearing the Lin Kuei garments? You can give him yellow still. And then even that is because he's quote-unquote Scorpion, which he's not. He's Kuai Liang, and it's an alternate timeline thing. But this is Hanzo Hasashi. This has been Scorpion forever, and he's wearing blue even. So, like, no matter what, it becomes this endless, like, cycle of fuck around, and, like, there's no way to win this. Like, it's just not good. And, like, it's just not, like, I don't know. I don't get how people can say that this is not wrong. Like, his arc is being almost lessened. Like, he has no character, no actual moral, like, shit, you know what I mean? Because if he did, he would stand against this shit. He says you pervert all that it means to be Lin Kuei, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, that shit instantly unimmersed me when I was rewatching that shit. I don't know how I didn't think about it this way before, and maybe it's because since the last time I watched these, and now I've rewatched the MK1 story a total of 7,672 times, but like, still, you know what I mean? It's rough. It's rough. And this, I don't know, if this is your Hanzo, cool, and I'm probably gonna enjoy him too when he's on screen, right? Of course, because I'm just gonna enjoy Mortal Kombat, that's what I do. But it doesn't change that we can say, like, are people not sad that he's gone? Like, there has to be people that are fucking sad that he's gone. Like, people can't just be defending this shit and be like, oh, he's just lower rank. He's just lower rank. Like, that just makes it okay to you that he's not even himself? He still has the chance to be Sub-Zero. Even if he has the fire powers and he has the blue, which, why would he do that? But even if he did, it still isn't Hanzo because Scorpion is right next to him. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know. Again, this doesn't take from my enjoyment of characters. I love MK1 Kuai. I love Bihan, as you guys know. Like, I love these characters and I can appreciate them as separate entities in this new timeline. But not only in terms of like fan service or really being loyal to the characters, like respecting the characters that they have created, they don't, or at least Dominic doesn't. He does not. Like, him creating Chronica was enough fucking evidence of that, but still. And he's also a Zionist. Like, get the fuck out of here, ugly. I'm tired. Why did he ruin Scorpion? Okay. I don't even remember. I think I lost my train of thought of all the things I was going to say with this video. Let's go through some quotes, shall we? Get some popcorn, chat. I think a lot of people in these quotes do agree with this. Yeah, like, they do not agree with the Tundra Hanzo and stuff like that, which is good. Good. You're right. That's why I just don't understand the cope that some people are saying to make it like a better decision, because it doesn't make it a better decision. It doesn't make it a better decision. This is so fucking true. This is so true. Like, how are we have the chance to get Tundra Hanzo Hasashi before Tundra Kuai Liang fully? Like, sure, we get the codename reference. We don't actually even get to see like full character progression with him under that mantle, and we might see it for Hanzo Hasashi. And like, I don't understand. It would be different if like Kuai Liang. Well, no, it wouldn't be different. I don't even know. Dominic's just so fucking. Why did they do this? But because again, if this was Kuai Liang, but he went through like Hanzo's arc of dying and shit, I don't know how much that would change. Because as of right now, it's Scorpion, like on paper. Like, if somebody who didn't play the story mode and wanted to play MK1 competitively, just the fighting part, they would think that was Hanzo Hasashi Scorpion. You know what I mean? Especially because he doesn't have the scar in the base roster for whatever reason by the end of the story. Sento is with Kenshi, of course. Like, that's a later part in the story for his base roster. I don't know why they didn't do that for him. But anyway, he just has the name Scorpion and the yellow look and the fire. But he is Kuai Liang. Like, he gets the scar, and you know what I mean? Or he's more Kuai Liang than Hanzo, obviously. Like, he's not trying to be Hanzo. And if that ties into that rebirth theory I said, where Hanzo's existence in the MK universe died when he died in the last timeline, maybe that's just me coping though. Like, that is me making that shit up to make it better in my head. It is not true. I doubt it. So this is just you literally threw away Hanzo for nothing. They are two separate characters entirely. Like, and that again, I say it again. I love MK1 Kuai. I love him. I spent money on a mobile game, Onslaught, to get this character. I love him, right? But he's just separate to me. Like, he's just entirely separate. And most of the MK1 characters are just completely separate, except for like Liu Kang, right? And there are others, but like still, I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say. They threw away Hanzo in 30 years of development, just to have the brother dynamic switch thing, and then they don't even commit to it to have him be this huge rival. You're wearing the clothes that you were wearing when he was your like boss. They don't even care to give him like his own spine and his own thing. And spine isn't like the right thing to say. Like, that's kind of icky and gross. I'm not trying to say like, oh my god, be a man, have a spine. Like, that's ew, ick. I'm not doing that. It's just in general, like, they don't even give him like actual character like foundation, because like what he has in the story is cool, and I felt emotion with his rage, right? Like, I love that. But at the end of the day, it's almost like a partial character. He has only the frontal cortex developed, and the rest of it is he's just a video game character. You know what I mean? Like, he has no substance. And I think that obviously it is a long, or not a long story mode, they only have a few hours to do things, but it doesn't change that the writing that they had in those few hours is just not very good. For some things like this. Again, I absolutely love, like, I adore Melina's arc, Li Mei's arc, Ashra's arc. Like, there's a lot of things in this story that are good, and that's why it sucks that there's so many mixed potential. And I'm never trying to sound like a hater. It's just more so like being dumbfounded at this and how this made the cut. Like, how does Kenshi have Sento before he gets Sento in the game in cutscenes? It's like his whole arc is getting that. Like, you guys do not respect these characters' arcs at all. Did someone proof watch this and not say, like, that doesn't really make sense? Like, he kind of like completely disregards Bihan and has this almost reawakening, this transformation into becoming the founder of the Shirai Ryu, and has his wife, and also has his his brother with him, Smoke, of course, and then also has this new guy that he's going to mentor, Hanzo. It could have been there. Good. Or not even, I don't even know if good's the right word, because I don't even have hope in Dominic to have done this well, but it still could be done well when it comes out, of course. It's just that this just doesn't make sense. This is the final product, Chad, the final product. I don't know. Again, at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. We have it. It's here. But I can't help but I can't even understand why they would throw away such a beloved character to nothingness. And how people are like okay with him just not being him. Like, at least Kuai Liang has Kuai Liang traits in the story. And he has Scorpion traits as well, though I don't agree with him having them. I wish they just had Hanzo in the story. But like, you get what I'm saying? This is just a non-character. Or they did the same thing with fucking Ermac recently, which I cannot stand that they did this. Because, like, and this is another side tangent, but like, just the way Dominic, or if he is the only one writing it, if he isn't, like, it doesn't feel like it. It feels like he wrote this maybe, and then someone else wrote the good shit or something, because this doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. As I was saying about Ermac, right? Ermac becomes Jared. Jared manifests and controls the body. Sindel gets, added to that collection of souls. We were under the impression we're gonna have Jared and Sindel like duo, and they're gonna have this internal civil war. If they would have taken it over and still somehow ruled Outworld, even though they were both dead inside of Ermac, that would have been so cool. Like, that dynamic is so amazing. Nope. No siree. Sorry, buddy. No, you're not getting that. How about off screen, he loses control, becomes the Ermac that people wanted, I guess. I think that's why they did it, is like money, cha-ching, right? If it's not selling real Ermac, no one wants it. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. They threw away actual potential story ideas that could have been good and could have been unique to the new era, and we're just like, no, actually, money, Ermac. And so now he's Ermac, no Jared, no Sindel. Like, he does have the, obviously, that's not true. Like, that's obviously not entirely true with intros and shit, obviously. But yeah, I think you guys get what I'm saying here, where they just don't, it's almost like they don't even care about the ideas that they're creating that are brand new. It's like they don't even care enough. They don't respect it enough, or look at these characters as like, and I know I am like a character lover, like I live off of trying to understand fictional characters on a real level. And so maybe the writer doesn't, which would make no sense, but maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. I don't even think there's much more I can say here except for the same things that people are saying in these quotes, pretty much like over and over. So most people do not like it. Like, a lot of people don't like it, right? Lighting issues? I don't think so. Maybe it is. Maybe. Potentially. Like, yeah, genuinely the most revolting idea ever. Agreed. What if Kombat Pack 2 we get Scorpion the Hanzo version? See, but like, this doesn't change anything. Like, this is kind of like the same with being duped earlier that I said, where like, it's like, oh, but what if he could just be cool and he's just mad about the ice powers? Like, he has no connection to Hanzo. They reset the timeline and then they try to do things that are little fan servicey, little callbacks, but because the characters have no actual worth in their new versions, these are just callbacks. It's just nostalgia. It's nothing else. That's all it would have been. And so like this same thing here, like being like, yeah, we could just get Hanzo DLC, that'd be sick. And yes, they could give us that, but it doesn't change that they didn't actually give us Hanzo. Like, that's just like why? It would make no sense to do that. It's like they give us a band-aid to an issue that they created that is a gaping hole, a wound, gushing blood. You know? It doesn't change anything. And maybe when WB goes to their whole live service shit that they're doing, and the next Mortal Kombat game is a free-to-play game where every character is DLC and they start doing multiverse shit, where you can have all different Hanzos, all different Scorpions, all different B-Hounds, all different Sub-Zeros, all different Kuai Liangs. Fine. We are not in that timeline yet. We are still in a world where they're trying to progress this story as an actual monument for like storytelling and fighting games. That's what they were. You know what I'm saying? That's what they were. They kind of created the standard. And now they're kind of like creating the example to not be. They're creating the standard to not set now in a lot of ways. And I don't know. It is still quality. Story's still quality. I don't know. I don't even know why I have to say these things. You guys know, people who know me know that I'm trying to be as charitable as possible, and I love MK1 to death. I just don't even know. I just don't even know anymore. It feels like they don't even care about these characters that they act like they cared enough to make these new origins for. And shit. And like that goes down to like already not even the new characters, but just the fact that they don't care enough about Hanzo to make Hanzo. They look at Kuai Liang and Hanzo Hasashi as interchangeable. As interchangeable? Did you play your games? That's it. Ladies, gentlemen, and MB beauties, stay safe and stay hydrated. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.